Hello and welcome to Steve McDonald's Arts and Crafts, and today what we're going to be doing is we're going to be making resin ribbons. And the reason we're going to be making resin ribbons is they are very versatile and they're really useful. All you need is a piece of acetate, and then you cut strips of acetate in the width and the length that you want your ribbons to be in. And I will show you later how to get these off. There are other ways that you can make ribbons. You can free pour and then take a knife and cut the ribbons out of your resin. But to be honest, I don't find I get as nice and neat or straight as edge. I find that this is the best way to do it. And I'm going to be starting with the black one. Now, I'm going to show you how to do it with the black one, and then I'm just going to do all the others off camera because it's exactly the same technique and it's fairly simple. So please, if you want to see more tutorials on resin and different arts and crafts, then please hit the subscribe button so that you don't miss out, and the little bell. So all you need to do is, because actually the resin will find its own surface tension, and it will go up to the edges of the ribbon without flowing over. But what you need to do is you need to be very careful and not over pour, because if you over pour then it will spill over. Oh, I do love mica powder. So what I do is I put a little line in like this to start with, and then I encourage it to the edge of the acetate strip. Try not to let it go over the edges, because if you do, then the rest of the resin tends to follow it like they're like sheep. Okay, I'm just going to do this, get it to the edges off camera, and then I'll come back and show you what I do after that. There we go. So those are now right to the edges, and if I feel that there's any areas, and I actually do here, that I think is a bit too thin, then what I'll do is I will just pop a little drop of resin on these where I think it's a little bit thin and it could do with being a little bit thicker. But there's a real technique to getting this off the acetate, and it's very easy, but if you don't do it properly, then what you do is you do run the risk of the ribbon snapping. And when you've gone to all this much trouble, what you don't want is your ribbon to snap. This is just a quickie. If you do have trouble getting them right close with the cocktail stick, then just with the lolly stick that I was using earlier, then just take a cocktail stick and you can be a lot more precise with that to move it to the edge. So that's just another little tip. See, I'm just moving that to the edge now, this white one. These have cured nicely now, and as you can see, they're still a little bit bendy, but they're not soft at all. And the best way to get these off here is just by pulling back that corner or any corner and just pulling off the actual acetate itself, and it should come off, look, very easily. And then you've got the ribbons to do whatever you want to do with, and they are very versatile. There's lots that you can do with them. So let's get on with making some stuff with them. Now this one I've already cut, and while it was still warm I put it into a spiral, which I'm going to cast into something and probably turn into a pendant. I'll show you that in a bit. And these I'm going to turn into different things. Now the first thing I'm going to be doing is turning one of them into an earring. Or earrings, I should say, which is this gold one. Now, if we were to bend this at the moment, even though they're a bit flexible, they're still brittle because it would snap. So what we need to do is we need to heat these up to make them more flexible. We heat them up. What I want to do is I want to drill a hole in either end for the earring fastening. So I've got my Dremel. I'm just going to drill a hole in this end. And one in that end. So as you can see, the holes are drilled now in both ends. And I've measured halfway so that each earring is the same length. What we have to do now is heat this up, and I'm going to just be using my heat gun. I'm not going to be getting it too close to it, but I'm just going to be going over it just to heat this up. And where I've got that mark, line it up, and then just cut through it, like so. And also, obviously, I don't want my earrings to have this flat end to them. I want them to have a round end. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to rounding that end off as well before I let it cool down. Two equally in length and virtually equally in shape earrings, and what I'm going to be doing now is I'm going to be putting them a twist because they're too long. And then all I'm going to do is put a twist in it like so. I've also made this out of the ribbons as well, and I've attached one of these little ribbon clasps at the end of the ribbon, just using a pair of pliers and a magnetic ball to make what you can just a simple bracelet, really, as you can see there. But I want to jazz it up a little bit and make it just a little bit better. So what I've done is I've cast some clear resin shapes like this, and I've tried to get them with a few little bubbles in them, so when the light shines through them that they become more interesting. And I will attach those using UV resin. What you can do with them is you can make great paperweights with them as well. There's lots of different things you can do. You can make embellishments and all sorts of stuff with them. You can make ribbons with them. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be making a quick paperweight. Put it in this mould, but I want to pop it in this mould with a shape like that. That will hold its shape as soon as I put it in that mould. Well, as soon as it's cooled down and it's in that mould. And actually, I've decided I'm going to put that in there as well. And then once that's dried, I shall fill this up with resin, which I shall show you later. So we can come back and see how it comes out. I like to put them into a bangle mould and then fill it up with clear resin, and then you get this nice inner bit on the bangle mould. So I'm going to show you how to do that. So I've cut this to the length that I need. Okay, and then I'll just pop it in there. And I'll let that sit in there, and then I will pop my resin in over the top of that. It's now time to do the fun bit, which is the demoulding. I love demoulding. I don't know why. I think I could just watch a video of demoulding. I love how that has come out. That has really come out beautiful. I think this is the great thing about using ribbons as well. You can really get a great effect. I'm not sure how well the camera's picking that up. So you could do these in lots of different colours. If you didn't want that join, then what you can actually do, and it doesn't bother me at all, but what you can actually do is you could glue those two ends together with a little bit of UV resin before you pop it into the actual mould itself. But other than that, I think this has come out really, really well. So let's pop that there like that. So here's the paperweight. And again, that has come out so nice. I love the way that the ribbon, when it's round here, gives it just a lovely effect. And you could fill these different bits perhaps with different colours as opaque. I think it just makes a great paperweight, to be honest. Here are the earrings. I've made some bits for going in the ears here, and they will hang really nicely. Let's pop those together as well. And you can do those in different colours. You can do the ribbons in different colours, multicolours. So they've come out lovely. And here's the simple bracelet with the clear resin shapes on it as well. And again, that's come out well, and it just pops apart. And you can just pop it on your wrist. So thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial on making ribbons out of resin. They are really versatile. You can do so much with them, so much more than what I've shown here. If you like my videos and you don't want to miss out on any other videos, then please hit that subscribe button and the notification bell. Leave a comment. I love reading comments, and hit the like button. Thank you very much indeed. Bye. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, like, and share this video as much as you can to help my channel grow. Bye.